Good morning and a happy Monday to you. This is Pastor Lyn with Goodland United Methodist Church. We're up to number 37 in our 101 Things You Should Do Before Going to Heaven. And the title of this is Unplug for a Day. Can you remember back to a time when we didn't have electric lights and running water in the house? As a child, I would visit my Aunt Mabel, who lived in the middle of town square in a small town in Pennsylvania. Everyone around her had all of those amenities, but she refused because she thought they were a sign of the devil getting into your house. So when you spent time at her house, the first thing you did in the morning was went out and pumped water from the pump so you could heat it on the stove and wash your face. And in the evening, when it got dark outside, you grabbed a coal oil lantern and you carried it or a candle to your bedroom and snuggled under the covers. If the power went out at your house for a day, what would you miss the most? Suppose your phone lines, your cell phone, your pager, your wireless internet all went kaput at the same time. Not to mention any other little handheld gadget you might happen to have laying around. How would it change the way you spend your time? At some point before you sojourn on Earth's and on the end of Earth's days, give yourself the chance to find out. Choose to live life unplugged for a day. This is not an exercise in roughing it. It's more of an invitation to recognize that you have options in this life. Choices that you may have never forgotten or remembered that you could make in a world filled with ringing cell phones, hissing cappuccino makers, and pounding stereo systems. You can choose to live a simpler life, one where you don't have to be tethered to a cell phone, a blow dryer, or a television set every day. You don't need to purchase every new gadget and gizmo that finds its way to your local electronics superstore. You can slow down the pace, turn down the noise, and reduce the cost of living by unplugging every now and then. Try it for 24 hours. Make your own music instead of turning on the radio. Play board games instead of video games. Chat instead of putting on a DVD. Melt marshmallows in the family room fireplace to make s'mores for dessert. Send a written letter, one that you wrote by hand, instead of an email. Put on a sweater instead of turning up the heat. Make a fan out of a piece of paper to stir a breeze when the temperature rises. Discover the natural ambiance of spending the evening by candlelight. Convenience and comfort are great, but they are not essential for living a joy-filled life. And once you rediscover some of life's simpler pleasures, you may actually look forward to the next time the power goes out. So, are you ready? Unplug for a day. This is Pastor Lyn. Have a good and godly week.